Hello everyone, welcome to the LaHaye Ice Center for Game 2 between the Liberty Flames and the Westchester Golden Rams. I'm Monica McKenzie, joined tonight by Patrick Strawn. Pat, we saw a pretty uneven game last night. Liberty pretty much dominating 60 minutes, winning 6-1.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a physical affair for the midnight game, the first of 4 for the Flames this coming year, but it was absolutely perfect execution of the game plan. If you're Coach Handy and the rest of the coaching staff, you got to be happy with what you saw, and especially from that top line, led by Brock Thompson, gets his first career hat trick, and really it just dictated the pace from there as they executed on the PK and also executed, as I said, on the power play with 2 goals from that, and then physicality was the name of the game last night.
Westchester's proven they shouldn't be underestimated. They split the weekend with Delaware just last week. What do you expect from them this evening?
Well, I expect another physical affair. We remember talking to Coach Wolf before the game tonight, and he said, I loved what I saw with my guys. Physicality, he just said, we just got outplayed a little bit last night because things started going Liberty's way, puck bounces and everything like that. I don't think we'll see a kind of same game like that. Like he said, this team's not going to roll over. Expect a much better execution on the PK and also when they get those chances on the power play.
All right, well, our very own Caleb Fitzpatrick had a chance to catch up with Cole Gamer just moments ago. Here's what he had to say.
All right, Cole, obviously, big goal last night. First one as a Liberty Flame. Walk me through the play from your point of view.
Yeah, you know, we've been trying to make the power play work, and we had a bit of a turnover, actually, but the puck popped back out to me, and I ended up getting some room in front, took the shot, and it went in, and definitely felt like a weight off my shoulders. So, yeah, it felt really good.
Awesome, that's great. Well, obviously a lot of things went right for the team last night. What's something you guys feel like you can work on, you can improve on tonight?
Just a full 60 and sticking to what we do best. Like, I got to be the best cold jammer. Crookshank's got to be the best Crookshank. Everyone's got to be the best everyone, and we're going to get good results if we just stick to our game plan here.
Cool. After the game last night, Brock Thompson said something on TV that Eric Wolf said he wasn't very happy about. Brock said that he didn't think that team was a very good hockey team. Is there any part of you guys that feels like it was excessively chippy last night? Do you expect another chippy game tonight?
Yeah, it was really chippy. We loved it, though. We played well, and the crowd loved it, and I expect nothing less from these guys tonight. I'm really excited. I love that chippiness and intensity, and yeah, I'm just really excited to get the puck going here.
All right, cool. Good luck tonight.
Stay tuned. Coming up in just a few minutes, puck drop from the LIC.
Biscuit. Stop on over and get 2 of them for $2.50. 2 sausage and egg made from scratch biscuits for just $2.50. Amazing times we live in, folks. Amazing times. Now at Hardee's. The Hardee's Sausage and Egg Biscuit. Stop on over and get 2 of them for $2.50. 2 sausage and egg made from scratch biscuits for just $2.50. Amazing times we live in, folks. Amazing times. Now at Hardee's.
The running of the Bold Dogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico.
Hey there, welcome back to Liberty Mountain. The Flames about to take on the Westchester Golden Rams, and here's the opening puck drop. Gonna head there to the Westchester blue line. Carlson giving chase, comes back. Crookshank now looking after the puck. He'll send it in. McKeever lets it go by. Lauber, his shot wide of the goal. Colgan looking for his first touch of the puck, and there it was. Wraparound try, they're jamming away. They wave it off.
It's a strong push to the net right off the hop. Good way to start the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Cox, excellent work by the way of him after scoring his first career last night. He was already on the first shift looking for his second. You like the way the Flames penetrated the zone, getting the puck in deep, and actually, that does look like a goal. I don't know why they waved it off.
Might have looked like he shoveled the goalie in with the puck. Hey, it's good to see that Westchester's able to replenish their bench after last night. They were down a few men.
Here comes Westchester. That's Marino. He gets it to the line, dropped off. McElroy can't hold on to it. It's going to be sent in deep by Wingett. McElroy lets it go by Crookshank, now picking it up for Liberty. He trips on a skate lace back behind the goal. A quick shot, and Halpany able to glove that one down as it was up over top of his head. Josh Halpany started the first game of the year. That was in a losing effort to the Alabama Frozen Tide. Looking to claim his first win of the year tonight.
Speaking of Alabama, they actually saw an SEC matchup yesterday as they took on Arkansas, and actually they were able to defeat them quite handily on the road, 5-2.
Ryan throwing it out in front. On the back door was Gervin. Westchester coming back the other way. Sending that one in. In on goal, that was Jean-Louis. Schartz sending it down deep. Reynolds giving chase. He lays an awkward hit on his man. Comes out now to Thompson. Ryan driving wide. His shot, ooh, that didn't miss by much. That might have even gone off the crossbar. Colgan makes the stop. He's able to hold on to it. Well, let's talk about the top line of the night, and a guy that is hot and we expect to remain hot tonight is Brock Thompson.
Yeah, Brock Thompson, excellent work coming by the way of him last night as he got his first career hat trick as a Flame and definitely really paved the way for the Flames for success last night. Actually, he kind of beat Westchester all by himself.
Yes, he did. As we take a look at Westchester, number 7. Pardon me, it's
Colby Yaller.
Thank you. That's like a fly just threw down my throat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or something.
Colby Yaller, a fantastic two-way forward coming by the way of the Golden Rams. Expect him to do excellent work tonight as he's definitely going to not only lay the body, but also he creates a lot of scoring chances. So definitely, if they're going to have any success, he's got to be a key factor in why.
Well, the official is going over and speaking to both head coaches right now, and Eric Wolf not too pleased. I'm not sure if there's a mishap on the lineup card. Now Kirk and Eric Wolf chatting things over.
Oh, Fitzy's gonna have the inside track on this conversation.
It's so funny watching Fitzy find out the information. He just looks like a, you know,
it's
a
like
kid at Toys R Us.
Yep.
Yeah. Fitz, what's going on?
Wasn't able to pick up on, who wore a different jersey number than they normally would last night. I believe it had to do with one of the players who was suspended, and so now they're wearing their original jersey number, and it's a different jersey number than they wore last night, and so Kirk wanted to make sure that no suspended player, no player who received a game misconduct last night was in the lineup tonight for the Golden Rams. Referees say we've got it all sorted out. Eric Wolf came over, talked to Kirk Handy. I think everybody's good to go now.
Puck comes out, Lauber a shot, Boshinski picking it up. He just fed a nice pass across to Gammer moments ago.
Gammer, even last night, all sorts of chances he gets.
Lauber comes out to the point, banking it off the kick plate. Puck sent in, that's going to come in on Halpany. Lauber.
Already we're seeing a bit more pressure on the Flames defense in the zone, a bit less time out there from the adjustments Westchester made. Now they're setting up that 1-3-1.
Blomberg trying to go through a maze of black sweaters, had that taken off his stick. Sent now, Blomberg reversing it. Crookshank trying to one-hand that one up the wall. Blomberg again dropping it off. The pass out to the line. It's going to be kept in, however, by Jean-Louis.
Yeah, they play a very patient game in the neutral zone. Westchester does. They're just waiting for the first pass, and then they pounce on the puck carrier. It's working right now for them.
This is what we were talking about last night, is the fact that, you know, set up this high 1-2-2. I think a guy named Rhett was talking about that, and just tried to do some counter-strike options.
He knows a thing or two.
About parenting. Yes, that's correct. Puck goes down deep. Carlson banked off the boards. Is You folks at home get to know me through the year. If you're a player as a first-year player, I do have 6 kids, so that's typically the butt of jokes when it comes to me. Out to the line, shot through traffic. That's going to be tipped. Colgan able to get the glove on it. I'll tell you one thing. It's nice to see that preseason hockey has started in the NHL, and we're just about a week away from the opening of the regular season.
That's right.
Face-off coming here to the left of Hogan. Grant Garvin will be taking the face-off. Flames on the power play.
Great opportunity for the Flames. They cashed in on 2 last night. One of the key guys, as you see right there, number 9 in Thompson, and then also in Gammer.
Comes out, Roberts can't hold on to it. McElroy, top of the circle, shot stopped, rebound comes out, picked up by Zachariah Roberts. His cross-ice pass that is taken by Sharts. Thompson trailing, his shot pad save made. And it's cleared now by the Golden Rams.
Excellent chances coming by the way of both teams here on the Flames power play. As the Flames definitely had obviously an offensive chance, but the Westchester also a short-handed one.
Offside the call. Face-off will come back into the neutral zone. Flames defensive pairing. Sharts, and actually manning the point here on the power play is Quinn Ryan. They are running 4 forwards and 1 defenseman. Grant Garvin just lurking back here on the far blue line as Ryan brings it ahead. Ryan, his shot, he's trying to go short side high, as Kevin Week said, that's the new 5-hole. Sharts near side, Ryan, top of the circle. To Thompson, had his stick lifted. That's a nice adjustment made by the Westchester penalty kill, as they have a man in stick's length of Thompson who sets up in the slot. Gammer. He's coming out with some speed. He's got Colt Steele to his left. Didn't see him. Now he drops it off. Gammer controlling it. Crookshank open at the point. Back to Colt Steele. Wyshynski in the high slot, has his stick down. Gammer shot, rebound. Ooh, nice little effort there. Gammer another drive, and that's going to be held on to by Brendan Colgan.
Both of the power play units seem to be roughly the same, so if it works, it works, and if the Killers do catch on, they have a pretty good system. But you got to think, first-year coach with Coach Wolf, right, who's here? He's going to do whatever he can to improve on their season, and it sounds like he has made some adjustments for tonight's game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the biggest thing, we talked about it during the preseason show with Westchester. 1-19 was what happened in the conference play. I don't expect them to go that way. They're definitely going to be able to get a lot more wins in conference play and also improve on their record, as right now they've already matched how many conference wins they've already had.
Crookshank with the drive, and let's get in touch with Monica McKenzie, who I heard slept until 3 p.m. this afternoon in preparation of this game.
Here at the LaHaye Ice Center doing the women's game at 1 p.m., so there was no sleeping in for me. But you guys have spent a lot of time talking about dynamic freshmen this season. I'm here to tell you about a dynamic returner, Colt Steele, number 10. He told everybody he was going to be moving on, taking his time away from hockey for a little bit, going to chiropractic school, but he's come back. He's had a change of heart and would rather pursue personal training for right now, so he's going to finish out his year here at Liberty. I got to tell you, if personal training doesn't work out for him, you need to head over to YouTube. Check out the Colts Cookie Challenge videos on the Liberty Club Sports page. He has a great TV personality. I might be out of a job, so either way, personal training or TV, I think he has a good future ahead of him.
That's right. He has a bit of a dry sense of humor, much like a lot of the cookies he's recently eaten.
Yeah, absolutely. He said the Tilly cookies he gave about a 3.7 with his counterpart, and Josh Bergen gave it a 3.9. But
going into the point system.
Is that out of 5 or what is that?
Out of 5. And then we went to some tea joint in DeMoss. And
a tea joint?
I don't remember what it's called.
Oh.
It's like a roasto. Yeah, not a literally tea joint.
Oh,
It's like it's some tea
establishment.
Yeah,
Yes.
in DeMoss. And I'm not 100% sure what it was.
Oh, from T, we go to the view keys to the game.
I like what you did there.
Fitzy, you got some keys for us down there, buddy? And the Flames score. It always happens. Quinn Ryan at the side of the goal makes it 1-0.
And what better way to get it started is your top line right there. They've been buzzing ever since they entered the game. And Quinn Ryan is the one that's able to reciprocate as he's able to cash in on the rebound. A juicy rebound by that. And then makes no mistake, especially when you got you got last year's EACHL's Rookie of the Year. He's going to make you pay every time if you put him that close to a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and that's where Westchester needs to get. They need to be the first one on rebounds.
Yeah.
If they're gonna stay in this game, so they need to stay on their toes and just be ready for rebounds, because that's where their opportunities are gonna come to actually get out of their zone tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially by the way of Quinn Ryan was down there, all alone down there by the goaltender. Not even a black sweater by him. So definitely got to tighten up a little bit defensively as he was able to sneak behind the defense and, as you said, bank home that loose rebound.
Some impressive work by Ryan. He was tied up along the boards and still feathered a pass across. Far corner it goes. Skipper chasing it. He still holds on to it. Now he'll send it out into neutral ice. Kyle Crane, seeing some of his first action on the year, gets back in time for icing.
You can see already a bit more strategy in tonight's game. And last night was a bit more emotion than anything else. And I think the crowd definitely, and I guess being at midnight, it was just an unusual atmosphere. But yeah, definitely tonight, it's a thinking man's game right now. Westchester is trying to be patient and waiting to capitalize on mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things that I'm surprised, you haven't seen the physicality of the game so far pick up, as after last night's barn burner, bodies were just flying, and so far it's been more of a finesse game that we've come to see here so far. And as both teams have had good quality chances as well when it comes to the scoring department.
Tripping's going to be called against the Flames. Sam Carlson going off.
Was that Yaller? I thought Yaller just fell on his own, but maybe it was a different play I didn't see.
First power play of the night for Westchester, an opportunity to obviously get the lead. And with the style they're playing, if they could get a goal or two and perhaps get ahead of the Flames, they could really snuff out their offense by just remaining that counter-strike style of play they're going to attempt.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Westchester got to cash in on these opportunities. Unable to do so last night on the 2 power play opportunities that they had yesterday.
Going back after it is Samedi. He's going to establish puck possession behind the net for Westchester, and they'll break out. They drop it off Samedi, far side pass. That's a bit of a bobbling puck. Sounds good to me too, as it goes down deep into the zone. Sent ahead, Hamilton looking for the breakaway pass, comes in and provides a little bit of a snow cone there for Brandon Colgan. Hey, let's try the keys to the game here once again. I believe Caleb Fitzpatrick's mic is working and he has joined us.
Welcome, thanks so much for having me. So Westchester, the visiting team came off a tough game last night. First thing they got to do is protect the dirty areas. We already saw them give up a goal to Quinn Ryan right on the doorstep. On the defensive zone, they're kind of just lackadaisical, allowing the Flames to go wherever they want. It happened all night last night. It's happened so far. They've got to make that adjustment here tonight if they want to have any sort of success. For the Flames, they've got to lay the body. Pat just mentioned it a minute ago. They've got to up the physicality. They're a big, strong, tough team. They don't do well in scoring competitions where games that go up and back and forth, up and down. It's not a finesse speed game for them. It's blue collar. It's hard work in the corners, cycling it, digging it out.
Thank you, Fitz. I realized I need to apologize to the fans at home because midnight game last night, my brain is not functioning properly, and the Flames are actually on the board. Quinn Ryan with that goal, and I was just talking about Westchester trying to take the lead here on this power play, and they're probably at home wondering what on earth is going on with this guy. So I'll get it sorted out here in just a moment.
It's all, you know what it is? Not only playing at midnight, but it's the 6 kids waking you up before.
Yes, that's true.
Didn't get to sleep in.
That is true as well.
I believe.
No worries. Westchester breaking out. They drop it back. Samedi now looking north, finds his target. That's Yaller. Yaller not much for putting too much tape on the old stick blade there. He's got the Eric Lindros look going on, just a few inches at the toe of the blade. Lauber takes that off his own man, actually caught Reynolds right in the back of the knee, and he's hurting.
Yeah, your leg goes dead on that.
Cody Clark, the windmill. He's got it deep to the backhand. He can't tuck it in. It's a solid first shift for Cody Clark.
Furious back check as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Cody Clark was one of those high energy guys that came into the second semester last year. You got to really like the game he brought, scoring 9.6 of those goals in less than half the games of the season, as I just said. So definitely got to be excited for what he brings to the table.
Sam Carlson now stepping on the ice, back to 5-on-5 action as we approach the halfway mark of the first period. Ryan Cox now picking it up. Comes across the line, dropping it off. Hamilton in the circle, throwing it towards the goal. Rebound was not there as Brendan Colgan held on, but a flame getting dumped right in front of the net.
Timeout. Media timeout. This media timeout.
That was Bergen getting dropped in front of the goal. Quinn Ryan, the lone goal scorer for the Flames, as they lead on LFSN.
Free to be you. The freedom to drive what you want to drive, wear what you want to wear, and bank where you want to bank. At Carter Bank and Trust, you'll find the freedom to bank the way you like. Personal service with a smile, face-to-face from people that know you. And with services like our no-fee debit card, lifetime free checking, and over 100 convenient locations, you're free to bank your way. Carter Bank and Trust, the freedom to be you.
Coincidental minors coming from that last skirmish. Carlson going off. Looks like the Flames actually might get a power play out of this. I don't know. In the box for a moment was Tyler Wingett. Now he's heading back over to the Westchester bench. So Colby Yaller, the only number 7 that is, in the Westchester box. I'm curious to see how this game plays out, and that's the fact that Brock Thompson, some strong words in reference to Westchester, saying he feels like that's not a good hockey team and they should romp them. So either Westchester's just going to keep their head down and answer that comment by winning a game, or they're going to have his number and hit him every time he steps onto the ice tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It was not a comment that Coach Wolf said that he really enjoyed, and I think the message was to the team that you know that we're better, and I'll be honest, I actually think they're better than getting blown out 12-1 myself, but definitely I think it's a message that is heard, and you expect the team to probably definitely respond in this.
Reynolds laying a big body in the neutral zone. Ryan picks it up, 2-on-1 with Garvin. Across, Garvin, shot, scores! Wow.
What a sequence for the Liberty Flames. It starts with Basil Reynolds and the big hit in the neutral zone. Quinn Ryan scoops up the loose puck and heads into the offensive zone with speed. Filthy mitts and the sauce over the defender's stick to get it to Grant Garvin. Forehand and backhand roofs it behind Colgan. See the look there. Real pretty goal for the Flames here early on.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a skilled play for this Flames club with two of your best skilled players arguably on the team. They're going to make you pay every time you give them a 2-on-1 chance, especially when they connect on the pass like that.
Yeah, to get a backhand up like Garvin just did, that's not something many of these guys can do that are on the ice right now. That's a tight play up close.
I think a weakness for Brendan Colgan is beginning to show. This is a few times both last night and tonight that he's pulled off that post a little bit early. and given some room on the short side to the shooter.
Sharts' shot, that's going to be stopped by Colgan. Yeah, that one went straight up. Beautiful backhander there by Garvin. As our old friend Adam Thornwalt would say, top net is best net.
Top net, that's a new one.
We didn't get the chance to drop that one last night. Sharts out to the line. We'll send that one in the far corner. Gammer lurking in the slot, was hoping a pass would come. Reynolds now picks it up. To the backhand, forehand, his shot, he shoveled it towards the goal, and Colgan up to the task.
And the last goal, let's now look past the heads-up play from Basil Reynolds to make that huge hit in the neutral zone. Just caught a golden ram with his head down, stepped up, huge change of momentum, an opportunity boost for Quinn Ryan.
Lauber back checking hard. He'll get to the puck first behind the net. Pocket was picked, now he gets it back. To Hamilton it goes, he's got speed. Charging through the neutral zone, Hamilton beats one, to the backhand, stopped by Colgan.
Brock Thompson had the opportunity on the rebound, just couldn't get a stick on it.
Puck sent in deep, Lauber. He's there along with Skipper. Skipper, a high angle shot, hit the side of the net. Thompson around one, comes in, finding space. Thompson a move, can't get the shot off. Crookshank out in front, Hamilton, pocket pick, Crane a shot, rebound, and Thompson right there on the doorstep, couldn't find the loose puck.
The Westchester bench is calling for the body because at this point the D is just backing all the way into the zone, allowing the Liberty Flames to go wherever they want with untouched, without any sort of punishment or even stick to the arms, nothing. It's just, I'm gonna go here, so I'm gonna go here, and the defense is letting them.
Yeah, that's the problem when the neutral zone doesn't slow the guy down. The defense have to back way up to counter all the speed that's coming in. So yeah, that's a neutral zone issue that needs to be sorted out.
Played ahead, Roberts just got his head up in time. Puck still in the neutral zone, trying to knock it down with Blomberg. This goes off the glass and out. Crane to Bergen. Crane surveying his options. Bergen, his pass intercepted, but blowing a tire with Jean-Louis. Played up the wall by Haupany. Roberts still controlling it. Sent in by Bergen. Colt Steele, first man on the forecheck. He's tied up along the boards. Blomberg looking to help out as well. Jean-Louis battling. Blomberg behind the net, out top. Reynolds a drive, that missed. Sharp sending it low. Colt Steele manning the puck. He's tied up by Tom Call. Steele keeping his legs moving, and that's going to draw a penalty. Tom Call will be going off for holding.
Right now, another opportunity not only for the Flames to get on the board, but absolutely Westchester is starting to dig themselves into the hole because they were actually going toe-to-toe with the Flames to start this contest off, and now you're starting to see it looks like the skill of the Flames is really dictating the play. And the lack of physicality, by the way, of Westchester, which is their game, they're not really playing their own game right now.
You have to believe, I'm sure we're fatigued from that midnight game. The players must be also. Bolin trying to make a move around Roberts, wasn't able to. Puck goes right to Garvin. He'll bring it across the line. Chips and flies. Now he wraps it around the kick plate. Roberts able to get to it. Sending it deep. Thompson across. Ryan sneaking in, hoping that puck would find him. Sharts. Flames on the power play for another minute 30. That shot off a body and cleared. Sharts ahead. Finds Ryan with the pass. In the circle, Ryan circling the goal, feeds it across the shot, two-pad stack, it's stopped again. They look for the wraparound, trying to throw it in front was Garvin, but it was blocked away.
Unreal save from Colgan on that last opportunity.
Not too often you see the old pad stack. He did it last night and again today. Crookshank out to Sharts, his lane taken away, calms the puck down. Crookshank, Sharts, posted up in front is Garvin. Now he goes to the side of the goal. Backdoor play, Thompson. He jammed away, it just went wide on the stick side. Ryan in front, Thompson sweeping at it. Crookshank holding on, 26 seconds left on the power play. Backdoor, that was blocked. Thompson was set up there. Garvin, top of the circle, his shot now blocked away. Sharts batting at it. Crookshank in front, Gammer, shot stopped, rebound comes out. Bushinsky manning it at the near point. A quick pass. Lob towards the goal, Gammer battling for Bushinsky, wide open on the near side. Puck comes to him, but it was 3 feet in the air. Westchester bench wanted to call on that play as Bushinsky went down and tripped up his man. Gammer battling, trying to get it on goal, unable to, and now going back for it is Kyle Crane. Kyle Crane played forward last year. He's back on the defensive end of things this season. Bushinsky driving it wide, gets around one, comes in tight, Bushinsky scores! What a goal by the Bow Show!
There's not much that Colgan can do there when Bushinsky's able to just come across his crease with that amount of speed. Like, yeah, you can't. He pushed as hard as he could, but the fact that he can just walk in with that much speed is that's going to cause problems.
Somebody has got to hit that guy on defense. I mean, we talked about it all last night and all today. Liberty can go wherever they want right now. There is no sort of, protection for that slot, for those high percentage scoring areas for the Westchester defense.
Yeah, and here's something else kind of interesting. Liberty was playing like a 1-3-1 power play, and Westchester was setting up like a box on the penalty kill, which is unusual. And what happened was Liberty actually could just sit one guy right in the middle of that box and cause a lot of scoring chances for Liberty.
You got to think for Jordan Bushinsky, a guy who came in with people raving about him, talking about the dynamic playmaking he's going to be. Cole Gamer talked about it with our very own Caleb Fitzpatrick, how he felt a weight was lifted off his shoulders when he scored his first goal last night. You got to feel like Bushinsky feels the exact same way.
Cox lifts that one up and over the net. Lauber has found on a couple of passes and shots in this shift. It's going to be sent in deep. Back behind the goal, Lauber able to get to it, reverses it. Crookshank back there. He's got it now. Lots of Liberty sports going on today. You've got men's and women's soccer, the women's team winning earlier on. The football team down in Jacksonville, Alabama, taking on Jacksonville State, the number 5 team in the nation. Lauber laying a body at center ice, and this is going to be interference as he got a hold of Colby Yaller.
That's tough. Like, the puck was going right for Yaller's stick. It just hopped over. So he commits to hitting him, and it would have been good timing if the puck didn't bounce.
See, I don't know. I think the puck was past him, and Lauber kind of knew that. You could see the decision, in his face. Where do I still hit this guy? I mean, that was deliberate. That's interference. That's a bad penalty on Jaden Lauber.
Blomberg had some words for Yaller as they skated off. Yaller took a little swipe at him. Sent down the length of the ice by Crookshank. 3-0 here in the first period. 3 minutes left as well. Puck brought in, sent deep. That was Horacek. Far boards, Leo Flick looking for it. Brown controlling it, throwing it out in front. That's paddled away. Comes out Cimenti. Nice job keeping that in at the point. Horacek fakes the shot. Takes another, scores!
That's the guy for Westchester. That's his, I believe, his 3rd goal on the season. And boy, he has been proven that he is a dynamic playmaker and definitely can give this team a boost when they need it desperately.
Big power play goal early in the year for Westchester. That's 3 for them so far this season. Last year they were 13%, which put them in the basement of the ESCHL.
He just did a fantastic job there of not shooting until there was traffic. He knew that the initial shot would be stopped. Goaltender would see it all the way. Another 2-on-1 for the Flames. Thompson in front, pad save made. Thompson touched that one back. Ryan took the last shot, and that was a big pad stop for Colgan.
Back to what you were saying on that goal. Halpany didn't have a chance to really see it, but his screens were actually 2 Liberty players more than anything else.
That was a nice job.
Yep.
You know, the last guy at Liberty that I remember that was incredibly gifted at that was Robert Nemi, and that's going way back. But Rob Nemi had just a knack for finding screens, and he would skate into a screen. Like, he was just so difficult as a goaltender to stop because he's not going to beat you with a shot alone. He'll wait till your eyes are taken away, and then he'll throw it into a spot. Not that hard, but just well placed. And one of the better defensemen that quietly goes unnamed around here.
He's a smart player. We got to play with him a little bit, if you remember.
That's true, you did.
Yeah, he was smart out there.
Ryan controlling that puck along the boards. Garvin digging for it. Comes back out top. Getting to it is Hargadon. Skipper harassing his man. Thompson gains center. Across the line, makes a move. Lays a hit. That was in the rear. I don't know, could you call that a penalty? I don't know, is that hitting from behind?
It looked like incidental contact to me. More, he just kind of skated backwards into him and fell over.
He turned, he saw the Liberty player coming, he turned his back right to him.
Puck comes here on the near boards. Make sure you stay with us here in the intermission. We have another game on feature called Go Talks that Matt Warner sits down and has a coffee with Coach Robert Wimberly of the football team here at Liberty, as they are about to partake in some live action as well in just a few moments. But it's a good feature. Coach Wimbo, good guy. Shane McShand rather, in to take the draw. Ryan Cox lining up against him. Face off, one back by the Flames. Crookshank giving chase. 44 seconds remain. Wouldn't Westchester love to get another one here before the break? Sent in by Carlson. Comes in with a full head of steam. Curls. Puck is along the boards. Cock battling for it. Cox, that is. Comes out far side. Crookshank. Now to Lauber. Played back to Carlson. He lays a big hit along the boards on Jean-Louis. Lauber with it deep. Cross ice, Cox. And that's going to do it for the first period. Flames lead 3-1. Jordan Brzezinski, his first goal as a Liberty Flame. Stay with us. We come back. Monica McKenzie with the coach.
Some things become traditions. Thank you for making yours Foster Fuels.
Welcome back to the beautiful LaHaye Ice Center. Send it down now to Monica McKenzie. She's standing by with head coach Eric Wolf.
Thanks, Red. All right, Liberty's been able to gain a lot of speed and momentum through the neutral zone. How do you slow them down there?
We've tried to do a little bit better job of that tonight, doing some different things in there. At times we've been a little undisciplined and sticking to what we're trying to do. If we can do a little better job of that, we had 2 instances where we got into what we wanted to do and we created a turnover there. We've just got to be dedicated to it. I think if we can be dedicated to it and disciplined with it, it'll help. If we get out of our lanes and start, getting undisciplined, you're going to see the speed and hitting our D with too much speed. And they've gotten a goal or two off of it.
Are you guys feeling the effects of the midnight game at all, or you're just good to go today?
No, I think the boys did a good job catching up on their sleep last night. So that was good. Nothing being open last night was probably a good thing. Everybody just shut it down, including the coaching staff. Unfortunately, they spent a little time in the ER, so the coaching staff might be a little tired, but I think the players are good to go.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. Coming up, we have more intermission coverage for you to enjoy.
Global leader in quality of life services is committed to creating exceptional experiences at Liberty University. Enjoy delicious concessions as we cheer on the Flames. Visit us at our many dining locations for both campus and community. And join us in our efforts towards sustainability and fighting hunger in Central Virginia. Sodexo is changing the face of college dining. For more information, visit libertydining.com.
It's been an exciting year here at Billy Craft Honda with the release of several new redesigned models, all here for you. If you're looking for a great deal on your new Honda, now is the time. Clearance pricing on new 2017 Accords, Civics, Fits, and HRVs. Clearance pricing along with 0.9% financing on select new models. Right here with Craft Confidence. Save money and drive away in your new Honda today.
Welcome back to the LaHaye Ice Center. Liberty Flames currently leading 3-1. Ryan, Garvin, and Boshinski with a goal for the Flames. But before we get back into talking about this hockey game, we got the Geico game at a glance. I was wrong. That lack of sleep is killing me right now, guys. I'm just going to admit it. Flames leading in goals 3-1. Shots there.
100% shooting accuracy. That's, yeah. Well,
and the penalty minutes 6-6. Obviously, that has not been updated quite yet, so we will try to get those numbers fixed for you later on. But we're going to leave you now with a game on feature.
Coach, thanks so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Football, when did that first become a part of your life? Do you remember when you were first kind of fell in love with the game or remember kind of it being a part of your life?
I think I've always loved football. I can remember even as a young man, I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. I was always a Dolphins fan, Hurricane fan. And as a child, I remember the Super Bowl where the Dolphins played San Francisco 49ers and lost in the Super Bowl, and I cried. I remember when the Dolphins beat the Chicago Bears to end their undefeated season. And then I remember when University of Miami played Notre Dame and Jimmy Johnson decided to go for 2. He didn't get it. I cried, got in trouble. Parents, I didn't want to eat dinner that Saturday evening. My dad and mom sent me to the room. And I really always loved athletics. I always loved the competitive side of it. And that's always stayed with me.
A lot of tears for Dolphins fans probably throughout the years, so you're not alone there. You go into coaching, and coaches spend their whole careers looking for a star, right? Some go their whole careers never find one. You find Khalil Mack, now one of the great defensive players in the NFL, Defensive Player of the Year for the Raiders. Tell me how you found, I've read some stories, diamond in the rough. How did you find this kid?
Well, just, beating the bushes, GM at University of Wisconsin, that's what Coach Irish used to always talk about. Beat the bushes, beat the bushes. And I had the East Coast of Florida at the time, and I went by a school, Fort Pierce, Westwood High School, And the head coach at the time was just raving about this young man, but he was just coming off an injury. And I just stayed in contact with him over the summer. I got his first 3 games his senior year. Fell in love with him. He was able to bend, sink. He was relentless to the ball, but he didn't have a lot of film. And you know, in recruiting, it starts to move earlier and earlier. And when we was here at Liberty, I was here. He committed to us here at Liberty. I was blessed and the opportunity to go further my career at the University of Buffalo. And then he made that decision to join University of Buffalo.
Yeah, a lot of people may not realize that he initially committed to come here to Liberty, and then ended up going to Buffalo, and obviously what a great career he went on to. But you talk about you moving on. You were here at Liberty first, what was it, from like 04 to 08 or something like that? Yeah, 04 to 08,
yes, sir.
And then you left to go Buffalo, joined Turner Gill, you went to Kansas. Yeah. Did you ever think, you know what, maybe we'll end up back? It's wild how you ended up back here. What went through your mind when you knew that this could be an option coming back for a second time?
It had to be a God thing.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that went through my wife and my thoughts was, you know, this is nobody but God to connect us back here to Liberty. And so, you know, it was definitely surreal. You come back, you leave here. I start off in the Hancock building.
Yeah.
You know, to see the just the transformation of this university. I tell people, you know, it's not too many people opportunity you run into and you meet them and you can say they were part of a legacy.
Yeah.
And to be a part of Liberty University, you know, you never know how long your career is going to be here, but, you know, I can literally say I was a part of a legacy of a person's vision that said we would take this mountain.
What do you feel like is maybe the biggest thing or a couple of things you've learned from your career in coaching? What are some like life lessons you feel like you've gained personally?
You look at 1 Corinthians 3, when Paul talks about, he says, hey, I planted the seed, Apollos watered the seed, but God gives the increase. And, you know, for me, I don't like to get emotional about it, but that's what I know I'm a seed planter. I know that God has called me to minister to young men, try to set the example, set the standard for their lives. And sometimes it gets discouraging, it gets harder because you don't think they get it. But then it always comes that email, comes that Facebook message or that phone call that lets you know, Coach, you planted a seed and this is what I'm doing in my life. And that's much greater than wins and losses when you really understand that. And for that makes me coach harder. That makes me want to make sure on the field we're representing not only this university, but the Kings of Kings and Lords of Lords. And, you know, I'm just humbled to know that the Lord called me to do something like this.
That's awesome. Last thing, people just know you as football coach. They see you out there on the field. They see you at practice. Away from the field, what do you do? What are you into? What do you like to do outside of football? Do you even have a chance with the schedule that you keep?
You know, outside of football, I just love spending time with my family. You know, I think as I get older, I realize the value of my family. You know, I got pictures now. I'm looking at my son. He's 7. And you know, sometimes you just wonder where the time goes. You know what I mean? And so for me, I think, you know, being around Coach Gill, he's helped me to realize, you know, you love football, you love the grind. I don't have no problem staying here till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. But at the end of the day, you only get one chance with your family. And my 8 years with him, he's taught me, you know what, make sure your family you spend time with them. And, you know, I haven't been perfect all the time, but I think in the last couple of years, I've tried to make sure when I'm at home, I'm home with my family.
Coach, I've been looking forward to this conversation for a long time. I appreciate it.
You, man.
Good luck, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And it's game on, 4th and 18. Friends rushing the party in under an hour. Supermom's headed for the snack aisle. Ooh, this one's a scramble. It's all come down to this. Look at that air. She's got it. And there's that signature double pour. Crisp chips, crunchy pretzels. This crowd's gone crazy.
We did it, honey. Best party ever.
Yeah, we did it.
Utz, go for the glory.
Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
It's our home.
It's our home. Rooted in excellence.
Built from hard work.
It's our backbone.
An undeniable will.
Driven to surpass our potential.
It's our heart.
Unbreakable bonds.
And our journey. Striving for more.
Determined to lead.
Day in and day out.
This is the Big South.
Where winners are made.
Welcome back to the place that Tim LaHaye built. The Flames currently leading by a score of 3-1. Man, I don't know. You know, it's going to tell you folks, though, I'm going to have to, it's an adjustment period for me working with Jared Smith because he gives me these faces that just crack me up.
I'm sorry.
I'm punchy, too, tonight because I'm just total lack of sleep. So, you know, the professionalism tonight's just out the window. I'm letting you know. But there it is, the Geico game at a glance. Jared,
yes.
I know you went to Geico last night at 4 in the morning and got yourself 15% off. Shots 24-7 in favor of Liberty, and there we go, 21 saves to 6 in favor of the Rams. And Josh Halpenny didn't have to do much there in that first period, Pat.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't have to, but he had a couple breakaway chances, Westchester did, and he was able to stop them. The goal that happened, obviously, they had a pure sniper in Horacek. Can't really fault him for that. And then we talked about the double screen, getting screened by his own teammates, which is hard. But take a look at the 21 saves by the way of Colgan. You got to really credit the work he's doing and really trying to keep his team into this one because it's only a 2-goal game right now.
Yeah, Colgan's seeing more rubber than a dead skunk on the side of Highway 460 out here by the LaHaye Ice Center.
Wow. So, also, every time he makes a save, he's got guys bearing down on him.
Yeah, he does.
Tough all game.
He's had to be tough. We'll be back. Second period coming up next.
It's game on, 4th and 18. Friends rushing the party in under an hour. Supermom's headed for the snack aisle. Ooh, this one's a scramble. It's all come down to this. Look at that air. She's got it. And there's that signature double pour. Crisp chips, crunchy pretzels. This crowd's gone crazy.
We did it, honey. Best party ever.
Yeah, we did it.
Let's go for the glory.
Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
While playing a piano.
Has she got like sweat guards on her wrist?
You're a celebrity and you rock a keyboard like that.
I play the piano, Pat, and I never do it while moving.
Now that's the keys to the game right there.
Are we back on live? Are we on right now? They're showing some mad highlights right there. And if we are, all right.
I believe we are back, and we didn't know.
There's the backhand.
Yeah.
That was a very high skilled play.
Yeah. Now they're talking about the saves of Colgan right there. 2-pad stack. But this is Jordan Bozinski getting his first as a Flame. Excellent work. A lot of speed. A lot of speed. Speed's key.
Jean-Louis there with a big hit, and then Horacek with that seeing eye puck that found the back of the net.
Calling the snipe show. That's what that was.
Yeah. As we begin the second period, the Flames leading 3-1. It's another one of these games where you look at Westchester and you have to think, are these guys, when are they going to change their stance? And honestly, I'm not exactly sure what they can do to muster more offense. They tried sitting back, but that took away their physicality. Perhaps you just say, all right, guys, you know, let's ramp up the intensity. Let's just start hitting again and sending in two guys hard and low and seeing if we can create some turnovers, because Liberty's so good transitionally. Their defense all skate pretty well.
Yeah, so that's where, as Coach Wolf was saying, they need to muck it down a little bit in the neutral zone and just slow down the game there, because as soon as Liberty comes in the zone with a lot of speed, then it's kind of game over. They can get a good scoring chance or set up in the offensive zone. But that 1-3-1 and that kind of zone play that they're doing is kind of the way they need to go, I think, because if you're doing like a man-on-man situation, like the skill level's a bit different between the two teams. Man-on-man situations, I think Liberty will come out on top, so their conservative defensive style might kind of maintains the game a little bit for them, but it's definitely tough.
I was watching Caleb Fitzpatrick down there. Does a fantastic job, Fitzy does, of trying to listen into conversations, and you're basically letting Kirk smell your hair right there. You're so close.
Got to make sure you can hear. It's real loud down here, so got to make sure I get every detail. The referee was just explaining to Coach Handy that when Liberty crashes the net, they're consistently giving a stick to Brendan Colgan after every single save, and so, you know, Eric Wolf and the Golden Rams were upset that their goaltender's taking some extra slaps, and so the referee was just informing Kirk that he will start calling penalties, and he'll keep it up all night if he has to.
Puck goes down behind the Westchester bench, in front, Hamilton scores!
Again, complete lack of defense for the Golden Rams. Josh Hamilton just sits right in the slot. Nobody pays any attention to him whatsoever. He just waits all day until someone tees it up for him. Look at him, just standing there, just standing there, just standing there all day. Comes right to him, he just hammers it home. Nothing Brendan Colgan can do. Those kind of looks, you're just not going to miss. Defense is not adjusted at all.
So, yeah, Liberty ended up with 2 guys in front of the net, too, so they are finding open real estate. That is costly real estate, too. In front of the net is definitely where you don't want to be leaving the guy hanging.
Hamilton to it, playing it deep. Back to Hamilton, out in front. Carlson off the stick and out of play.
But yeah, that's an example too where they attempted to be aggressive. So you had a guy behind the net chasing the puck, but then you leave the guy in front of the net, and they just need to communicate better out there. And when there's 2 guys in front of the net, I mean, you got to be on them. So
as you were touching on just a minute before the puck drop, Jared, you said they need to play more of, I guess, a man zone style, and that right there, definitely blown assignment for sure. No one's communicating, no one's paying attention, and as we've been touching on it, from all 3 of the Flames goals, they found a way to get behind the defense, and then they're able to cash in.
Puck back out, neutralized. Josh Halpenny with a nice stop just moments ago. Garvin getting a stick on that. McKeever leaving it. Heading up ice is McElroy. Pardon me, that was Hollingshead rather. Now the Flames, a 2-on-0. In front, Ryan. His shot stopped low and on the glove side.
yeah, Hollingshead is their defenseman. Went for a rush and no one covered for him.
Hollingshead playing some D3 ACHA at Bryn Athyn last year. Bryn Athyn, I believe, has moved on to NCAA D3 since then. Puck along the wall, out to the point, Reynolds, his shot. 2 Flames trying to tip it. Neither one could make a connection. Thompson scores! A beautiful cross-ice feed, and Thompson, his 4th goal in 2 games.
Utter disregard for any sort of backdoor play or players sneaking in the defensive zone. The Golden Rams just look lost. Again, the high-priced real estate. Brock Thompson sneaks in, gets a great pass coming across the crease. And now it's 5-1.
And if you see that replay, or if they show it again, as Coach Whiff wisely calls timeout, but you see Colgan actually looks up to the heavens, shaking his head, saying, why? What's happening here?
What happened was Sharts came down from the point all the way down, and the winger still stayed up at the point to cover where Sharts should be, but no one's there. So you end up outnumbering yourself actually on your own.
That is the issue with a zone style of defense, because you teach your
adjust.
player to cover an area, not so much a body, and if there's no bodies there, you kind of expect him to move, but sometimes it doesn't happen.
No, not in that case.
And you have to wonder, how long is the rope going to be here on Brendan Colgan? He's your starter, your horse, and you'd hate to ruin his confidence in a weekend series. And, maybe it's time to throw Colby Fiel to the wolves.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. I think right now, maybe you keep him in, see if you could potentially stop the bleeding a little bit, and also more so, I think for Westchester, more importantly, they need to start tightening up, but more so keeping the game a little bit more simple. As Jared, you touched on it earlier, you need to go back. And penalty, I think, will be coming here for the Flames as Colgan makes his way back to the bench. But keep it simple. You got to not really worry about the zone, I think, area, but more so worry about more of a man-to-man style. And then when you have opportunities like they're about to get right now here on the power play, you got to find a way to cash in.
Cole Gammer going off, 2-minute minor for checking from behind.
You got to wonder, too, about leaving Colgan in and all that. The computerized rankings, right? Like,
yes.
So you don't want to let up any more
true.
goals than you need to, because they obviously want to improve on their ranking.
I think they more so want to improve on their conference record.
Yeah, because computer rankings won't be a factor yet.
For
I
the
think
conference?
At least for 1 or 2 more weeks.
Yeah, that doesn't matter when it comes to conference. You actually go by a point system there, but your overall ranking within the league is computer driven.
Okay.
Hey, make sure you stay tuned here. The next stoppage and play, we get to meet up with Monica McKenzie again, and I hear she's been taking caffeine pills like crazy. Puck sent down the length of the ice, Colgan.
You know what? Actually, you could argue that because Monica, before this game, she was hyped. And she was ready. She almost said, I'm going to give the pregame speech today to the boys after the midnight game.
Oh, a hit there, and Richie Brown hurting a little bit. Kneeing is going to be the call. Hey, let's see what Monica's doing.
Okay, well, I will admit I did have a lot of coffee before this game. I had a chance to talk to the brand new head coach for the Golden Rams, Eric Wolf. You already heard from him once tonight. He actually coached midget 18 hockey for the past 25 years, training guys up to play at the ACHA level. So he said it only made sense for him to come up at some point too. The message he preaches in the locker room is accountability in all 3 zones. And you can bet in a game like this where it's really not going their way, he's going to be trying to hammer that message home really hard.
You got to believe, give it a couple of years, if they're able to keep Coach Wolf there, he's going to have a nice little recruiting class coming in here soon because of the fact that he knows the junior system and he knows the guys. As he said, as Monica just touched on, filtering into the ACHA. So he's going to know what guys to pick, and then hopefully they're going to be able to make plays like the Rams are trying to do on the 5-on-3 right now.
Puck out top. They're controlling it off the half wall. Pass comes out to the point. Skipper in front, batting away at it. It's Halpenny. It comes loose. The bouncing puck dances out to the blue line. Hargadon, cross ice. That's Yaller. He tried backdoor. Flames get it and clear. Here they come again. Horacek dropping it off. Fanning on the shot. A wide open opportunity. He looks to the heavens. That was Tom Call. 15 seconds until Gammer's out of the box. The shot through traffic blocked by Reynolds. Out top once again. Skipper, his drive. That's stopped by Halpenny. Played back deep by Hargadon. They have it low in the corner. Throwing it towards the goal, paddled away. Flames, that was Gammer. He's able to clear. Horacek just had it taken off his blade.
Little miscommunication from the Flames bench. Almost led to a huge opportunity for the Rams.
Yaller's shot directed high and out of play, and with that comes a stoppage.
Flames, fantastic job on the 5-on-3. Able to kill it off and definitely helping Halpenny, biggest penalty killer of them all. As he definitely saw a barrage of shots, more so in the 5-on-3 opportunity, and was able to turn them all aside and almost done an excellent job of killing off both penalties here.
Yeah, and their power play is no joke. They got 2 goals right against Delaware on the power play, and their 1 goal tonight.
Stopped by Colgan. He plays it ahead. That's out of the reach of Leo Flick. Flames look to bring it in. That's Lauber. His shot well wide, and Flames kill off the 5-on-3. They're back to full strength. Hamilton to Bergen, fans on it. Horacek trying to sneak in behind the defense. Hamilton, nifty little move to Carlson, now to Cox. Cox protecting it, throws it in front, Carlson. And he just makes his hay right in front of the doorstep. Hamilton shot, Cox another, that went wide. I'm a fan of this line so far.
Absolutely, they're definitely buzzing.
Out to Bergen, his wrister gloved down by Colgan.
For your line that's probably considered your third line, they're creating just as many scoring chances as your top two. And that's going to be huge when you get into the thick of your season, especially when you got to play Ohio, the team that's ranked in the top of the AACHL in Stony Brook, and then also the defending regular season champs in Delaware.
Well, it's just a good balance line with Hamilton's speed and Carlson's size. And so, yeah, seems to be working real well for him.
And then can't forget about Cox, the solid two-way forward play that he's shown so far in his 4 games here as a Flame.
Shot off the pad and holding on to that Halpany. Nice work there by Quinn Ryan, coming back a much larger Alex Marino driving to the net, and Ryan able to tie him up and hold on to him and basically box him out from getting to that rebound. Played ahead, sent in deep by McElroy. Zane Shart's able to get to it. He tried to reverse it, unable to. Now Ryan holding on, he'll flip it up the boards. Thompson, dangerous little play, but it connected. Ryan again, comes in, his shot, scores!
The initial shot from Quinn Ryan was in.
Now that was a snipe. Comes in, waits the goalie out, finds his angle, and just posted in. A beauty.
Yeah, that's just a good shot.
Yeah, tucks it far side. And I think it surprised a lot of people because you saw a bit of a delayed reaction, not only from the fans, but from the horn going off too, with the goal.
Well, a little bit of disbelief. I didn't realize that type of shot would be open at that angle. He had an eye on it, though.
Reynolds in, his shot off a stick and wide. Colt Steele on the forecheck. For those of you that didn't tune in last night, and shame on you not staying up till 3 in the morning.
I don't blame you.
A little bit of a Donnybrook that went on, and the Flames lacking Garrett Nelson as the puck comes out in front, and up to the task was Halpany. Zach Hayes and Fricks all got game disqualifications for this matchup, and then as well, Manny Ballones, Mike Petruccioni, and unfortunately, I will
O'Brien.
O'Brien, thank you, Pat. All get game DQs. Look at you, got the little sheet there. That a boy. Game DQs as well for Westchester. So 6 players not eligible for tonight's contest.
Yeah, and you're a little. I think you guys were touching on it, being a little surprised at how Delaware whoa, wow, thinking ahead of the season. How
swearing.
Westchester was able to kind of refuel the bench of theirs because they were down to only 11 skaters last night.
3-on-1, Horacek with it. His pass out of the reach of Leo Flick. Horacek with it deep, throws it back out in front. Flick unable to get the shot off. Horacek again, tried to just slide that one in front of the goal, but Halpany working the pipes, ends up knocking the net off.
And I just have to apologize. I threw a little bit of shade on the midnight game and how late it was. But I will say the students are fired up for it, man.
They like it.
They were crazy last night.
They like
It's definitely one of the most I guess you could say, fan-loved experiences here on campus each year. And
Yes.
if you got the 2 hockey, you get 1 from volleyball next semester, and then the one that started it all in the lacrosse game.
Yeah. Oh, hey, well, we have some time. Can I throw to the Southern Ontario crowd?
Yes, please do.
Yes. So, thank you for listening or watching. Sorry, if you're from Southern Ontario. Because, Fitzy, you may not know, but they are under. Environment Canada issued a what was it, a heat advisory.
Yeah, today in Canada.
Fitzy's chatting, he doesn't care. But they issued a heat advisory. I looked up the temperature. Pat, the temperature for the heat advisory. Looked it up today, 86 Fahrenheit.
That's the beauty of people don't realize it, but when you're a Canadian and you move to the south,
oh man,
and you kind of start to get used to how just unbearably hot it is at times, and then you go back home and you know, they start bringing out the Humidex and stuff, and you're like, they don't even talk about that in the States.
Yeah, they might get on me a bit about, but with the humidity, it's like, it's like.
If there's that much humidity in Canada, they'd probably make you evacuate.
Yeah, oh yeah. But yeah, they love mentioning, like, they'll say, oh, it's 27 Celsius, but it's 32 with the humidity. Yeah. And they're like, they love it.
Oh,
they
God.
love it.
Oh, my gosh.
But, yeah, sorry to all the Canadians out there if I get some flack, but they love it. But you know what? The summer's been so garbage up there. I think the government's just trying to hype up this heat wave they're having a little bit. Everyone can feel good.
It was 90 today, actually, in Lynchburg. We're very close.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is approximately 32 to 33 degrees centigrade. Lauber able to keep it in. That's your science lesson for the day. Lauber, his shot stopped by Colgan.
Guys, as we approach the midway point of this game, I was just talking to Matt Cruikshank about it last night. Obviously, we've talked a little bit about what Brock Thompson said in the post-game interview. This is not a very good hockey team. Quote, we should have beat them 12-1. We're not halfway done, and it's 6-1. And you got to think, if Westchester heard Brock say that, obviously Coach Wolf mentioned it to us before the game, they heard him say that, you'd think they'd come out here with some skip in their step, ready to defend themselves and not allow themselves to get beat 12-1, but here we are.
Bergen with a drive through traffic. Sneaks through the wickets.
Exhibit A.
Looks like that was just 5-hole on Colgan.
Someone needs to grab that puck, because that's Josh Bergen's first goal as a Flame.
Is it really?
It is.
He did not score last year.
No, he was one of the few Flames, unfortunately, not able to get one from last season.
Well, Josh Hamilton just grabbed it, trucked it on over here to the equipment manager. They've got it.
Oh, yeah.
We're good to go. Anyway, as I was saying, now it's 7-1. We're not halfway done. We're on pace for a 14-2 Liberty Flames victory. I mean, Brock Thompson nailed it.
Assistant number 15, Ryan Cox.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I'm kind of curious what the Liberty coaching staff thought about that comment, because you can obviously put some fuel in the fire. You don't want to come across as arrogant either.
Yeah, Cruikshank hadn't heard it, and he was like, wow, he said that? That's really gutsy. It's kind of rude.
That's kind of rude.
Crane loses his stick. Oh, trying to come in with a big hit was Cox. 3-on-2. The shot blocked away. Westchester didn't want to use the trailer on the play. Banked out to the point.
You'd think, yeah, that would have been the ideal play.
Shot up and over the goal. Bergen dodges a check and sends it around. Here's Ryan. He's got speed and room. Makes a nice move. Ryan in. Forehand. Slips it 5-hole, but it's stopped by Colgan.
That was a good play on Colgan to keep the pads on the ice and together. And, well, yeah, I was just saying he had a good push, but also to keep his legs together and on the ice. That's where he was looking to slide at 5-hole on him.
Josh Bergen makes it 7-1. We'll be back in just a sec.
Never ends here at Billy Kraft Honda. These new redesigned Hondas are amazing. New and approved Honda Odyssey, Pilot, and Ridgeline. Plus, all new Civic hatchback, all in stock, waiting for you. With 0.9% financing on select new models, and knowing you can buy with Kraft confidence makes it easy. I invite you in today to take a test drive here at Billy Kraft Honda.
Meet William Byron, Liberty University student and Xfinity Series driver of the number 9 Chevrolet. Since William was a child, he dreamt of racing. His continued partnership with Liberty University means he's able to pursue his college degree while chasing the checkered flag. Look for William Byron and the Liberty University number 9 Chevrolet on race day during the Xfinity Series this season.
At night, we we like put our tarp on our bushes to not let them freeze.
Hey, we're glad you're back with us. Caleb Fitzpatrick talking about oranges down there, the Florida boy.
Well, yeah, he was making fun of the Canadian heat advisory, so I told him the Floridians freak out when their oranges get a little frosted.
Ryan with it. His shot. Oh, he almost had another one. Falling down on the play near side. That was Brandon Curtis. He's in some pain. Sharts. He scores short side high.
Zane Sharts gets his first goal of the year. We saw him creeping in last night, trying to get involved in the play. Talked about how bad he wanted one. Third on the team in points last year. Obviously a huge part of the offense, even as a defenseman on the back end. Good to see him get his scoring year off to a start.
And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I don't think you need to do a high-five line anymore. Just get back to center ice.
You always do the train. You don't have to do the hug. You always do the train because you got to let the bench, get some love.
All right,
there's
enough kill the train.
Yeah, it's done.
You got to wonder, Brendan Colgan's still in the game.
Yeah, and he's
turned over. Horacek alone scores.
Hey, that was a good goal right there. Good move. I mean, he's in all alone, so.
His second goal of the night.
Yeah,
and his third of the weekend.
Definitely an engine for this team.
The only goal scorer at the LaHaye Ice Center this weekend for the Westchester Golden Rams. He puts an end to Brock Thompson's prediction that today should be 12-1.
That was Zane Sharts heading up ice, tried to go cross ice, intercepted immediately by Horacek, and you got to feel bad for Halpany on that one. There's not a lot you can do. You kind of get caught deep in your crease, and boom, top shelf. Jean-Louis looking to lay a hit on Roberts. He was well away from the puck. Physicality starting to pick up here as Crookshank is taken down in front of the Westchester bench.
Yeah, you probably expected to pick up a lot more because of the fact that after Liberty scored that 8th goal, you saw the frustration starting to set in as the Flames get another.
I think you got to put in Colby Fiel. Like, Brendan Colgan is, like, being a goaltender, I've been in this situation. I've gotten smoked. And you get to a point where you're just numb. And no matter what you do, nothing's going to go right. You can realize, hey, this isn't my fault. And they're leaving me out to dry with guys right in the slots, just picking their spots. But you still get numb out of it, and you start to doubt what you're going to do next, and you start to think nothing I do right now is going to stop a puck, and those are dangerous thoughts for a goaltender over the course of a season. And I'm just a firm believer that you need to bring in your backup right now.
Yeah, it's not doing him any good being out here.
Roberts with a hit. Blomberg trying to tuck it in short side, jamming away. And Ritchie not too happy with the fact that Blomberg was trying to score.
And Yahler, he comes in late trying to mix it up. The who's hot player for Westchester.
Yeah, not so hot so far in this game for him. He hasn't really had too many opportunities thus far on net.
No, absolutely not. Definitely. But I think part of it's because he probably hasn't had a chance to be on the ice a ton, because every time you look, horn's going off for, I guess you would say, the good guys.
Wyshynski giving chase. Bream out there with Wyshynski and Gammer. Beauchot shot that goes off a stick into the corner. Wyshynski with it again. Crane's drive, that goes off a stick. Crane able to get to it in time. Just gets it back across the line, and Crane took a late hit on the play from Colby Yahler. Icing will be called here. That's one guy Yahler probably doesn't want to mess with, is Kyle Crane.
No, Kyle Crane is a big guy on the back end, and when they said they were moving him back to defense, actually, I think I might have been in the minority, because I really liked the way he played his first year. at defense. He was a good stay-at-home defenseman, laid the body, and we all know he can drop.
I liked him as a forward, and yeah, you're right. I'm not one of those fans. Like, I'm not saying he's bad on defense. I liked him as a forward personally.
Oh, he definitely fills that role for where he was as a forward. He scored 5 goals just last season as a forward in that fourth line role, because he did a phenomenal job of mixing it up, more so laying the body and also kind of really causing a lot of traffic and really shutting down the top lines of the opposition.
Shot wide of the goal. Bergen towards the net. Now it's cleared out. Yawler giving chase. Comes in on Crane. Crane reverses it. Bergen to Boshinski. Cuts to the middle. Gets the wheels going. Boshinski around another. Across the blue line, Boshinski driving wide, looking for a person in front. Throws it there. Coming in late was Barima, but couldn't find the back of the net. Sharts was tied up along the wall. He's able to keep the puck deep, and boy, getting buried from behind is Gammer.
The Flames will head back to the power play, which is not a good sign if you're a Golden Ram fan. They have definitely had some magic on this kid's getting.
He likes it.
Oh yeah. They've definitely had some magic here on the power play opportunities.
Flames fans are flaming to go on the Domino's power play.
And while we're, obviously there's a lot going around in the ACHA, a lot of league play, but Rhett, I'm going to tell you something.
Tell me something good.
All right. What was our key matchup that we talked about that was going to happen this week?
Oh, yes. That was a goal.
Zane Sharks.
Seeing eye shot, Zane Sharts, patience from the top of the power play. He's been such a good quarterback for them over his last few years here as a Flame. Patience waits his lane to come open, finds a slot. Colgan had no chance at seeing that puck as the screen was in front of him. Took away his eyes, and it's 10-2. And Rhett, I feel like we're running out of things to say.
Fiel is starting to get ready, which I think this should have happened 4 goals ago.
Zane Sharks.
Yeah, this can't be too fun for Westchester right now.
I will say this though, Rhett got caught talking, which is my fault, but it's happened to everyone on the broadcast tonight now.
It has.
With 10 goals, it's going to happen.
UNLV and Colorado was our key matchup.
Yes, it was. Colorado took it to them first game, won 3-0.
Well, that's a
But then
closer
the Rebels
contest. No, they didn't.
Menace today, 3-2.
No way.
Yeah.
Welcome to the top 25 UNLV.
Absolutely. After taking out ASU yesterday on the road, too. Not yesterday, a week ago. Winning both matches. That's fantastic. Yeah, UNLV, I agree. They definitely they should be in the top 25 now.
Puck sent ahead. Lauber lining up his man with a hip, and he squeezes him off along the boards. Thompson tries to chip it by one, unable to. Flames still with it. Crookshank knocks his man down, takes a hack, a little bit extra pushing and shoving, and Crookshank is going to get the penalty here for the retaliatory shove. Westchester getting away with one here.
Yeah, he's not happy with it, but like I always say, like the refs, they love to call the retaliation penalties.
Absolutely.
If you retaliate, they will get you for that. It's their favorite thing.
I think this is a penalty, though. I think, well, obviously,
he
gotta
shoved
understand.
the guy.
Yeah, you gotta understand why Crookshank did it, because he took a nice little slash to the legs from McElroy.
Yeah,
so.
I wonder if we'll see that here.
But nonetheless, the Rams, as they stop the prediction of 12-1, potentially get 3 on the board.
We will see. Horacek, their trigger man. He's actually not on the ice right now. He's been logging a lot of minutes through this game. Basil Reynolds coming in to take a face off the defenseman.
Won it too.
Carlson, he's able to clear. Barima getting chase.
Wins it.
Comes out in front, and Colgan will hold on.
slid underneath the glove for a second and looked like Brendan Colgan didn't necessarily know where the puck was.
He kind of lost it. He was having a hard time tracking it and eventually able to get a mid on top.
It's tough as a goalie to clear your head and just focus on one shot at a time at this point in the game.
Yeah, especially when you've seen an onslaught of shots the way he has.
5:11 remaining, second period of play. Bergen, nice read, will fire it right back in. You can see there, he's fighting the puck now. Comes off his glove. Another jam play by Carlson. That puck will find itself down low. Carlson still giving chase. Skates well for a big guy. That's the thing about Carlson. I wouldn't say he's slow by any means. He moves well for a big man.
Reminds me, actually, when you see Carlson and Gammer out there, it's almost like you're seeing a bit of the same player.
Here comes Barima.
I agree.
One man to beat, and that's the goaltender. Shot stopped by Colgan. A lot of times the Flames tonight looking 5-hole on Colgan. Ryan's attempted that a couple of times. Barima right there, and he shuts it down pretty quick.
Yeah, he does. He might be what, you know how goalies sometimes like bait. They'll either keep their glove low and know to move it high. I think he baits him like 5-hole a little bit. But hey, you got to give it to the Flames just for keeping up their compete level right now. I mean, they're still winning all their battles to the pucks, and they don't necessarily need to at this stage of the game, but it's good discipline by their part just to keep their pace of play at the height it's been.
I think it's good practice, too, more so, because how many times did we touch on it last year? We said Flames need to play a full 60. The fact that they're doing it so far right now is good for them and bodes well for them in their future matchups, as we just touched on with some of the competition that they have coming their way.
Yeah, and as a team, these games are actually tough, kind of on both teams a little bit to stay focused.
Cox tied up in his feet. Puck comes loose. The shot off a body. Another drive. I believe just getting a piece of that was helping. Hamilton with speed. Tried to make a move to the middle. Lost this puck, and now he's on the back check. Blomberg, a little poke. Hamilton again. Can't poke it through Samedi. McKeever will send it in down deep. Make sure you stay with us through the intermission. We have another game on feature for you. It's going to be about Ernst Anderson, a former football player for the Liberty football team here. That should be taking on Jacksonville State tonight. And yeah, they are. The game has started. Liberty currently up 3-0. Looking to go 4-0 on the year. Shot off shin pads. Losing the stick on the play was Kyle Crane. Yawler lifting the stick of Lauber. Steele looking forward as well. Now Lauber with it once again. Crane lifting his hands in the air, motioning to Lauber that, hey, I don't have a stick, don't pass to me.
Yeah, I like that, actually. That was a good play by him, the heads up.
Blomberg shot stopped. Rebound comes out. Here's Skipper. Reynolds and Schartz now on the ice. Reynolds with it. Cross-ice pass. Roberts ahead. Colt Steele. Trying to get by one. Steele to the net. The backhander turned away.
Nice save by Colgan on Colt Steele, all in alone.
Schartz for the hat trick. That was blocked down in front. Hands starting to get high on hits now coming from Westchester.
Yeah, that's what happens when the legs start to get a little tired. You start to use your hands a little bit too much on those hits. Ideally, you want to be using your shoulders. You'll get an elbow penalty or something.
Excellent work by the Flames, trying to slow things down. And try to start breaking it out again.
Barima throws out in front. The shot stopped by Colgan. Cole Gammer looking for his second as the flame was turned away.
Gotta say, you see a boost in confidence from Cole Gammer today, scoring his first goal as a Liberty Flame yesterday. Obviously got to be a big deal. He talked about the weight that came off his shoulders after he finished last night. Today, he seems like a whole new player, relaxed, doing his thing, working the cycle with Bochinski, and seems to be a whole new level.
Yeah, I think part of it is because of the way he said it. It felt like a weight was lifted off his shoulders. And I bet you his line mate, Wyszynski, feels the exact same way as they both were finally able to cash in and get their first goals as Flames.
Reynolds looking north, pass comes through, Wyszynski able to get a piece of it. He gets his head up and dodges a hit. That was coming by Richie Brown. Puck comes out in front. Richie Brown, the thick defender for this team. If he gets you lined up, he can put a hurting on you. Another shot. Nice save there by Halpany as he directs that one high and out of play with 55 seconds remaining here in the second.
Fantastic work, by the way, of Basil Reynolds on that back check, communicating to Wyszynski to stop the 2-on-1 advantage that was forming, and then after he gets the puck, just bangs it into the boards, taking away not only the rebound opportunity, but also the potential scoring opportunity that Westchester was creating.
Garvin to Thompson. His top line has been wheeling tonight. Thompson, cross ice. Well out of the reach of Quinn Ryan. Now it goes low. Ryan unable to get to it. Cruikshank backing off the point. Nice hand-eye control there by Cruikshank as he just got a piece of it. McKeever gets around Lauber. The pass in front. Lauber didn't mean to, and now Cruikshank's going to be going to the box once again.
I think they're calling it 2 minutes roughing.
That's the second roughing call in the second half of the second.
That's 2 for Cruikshanks in a row too, is it not?
Yes, that's correct.
Ever since Fitzy's interview.
That's the reason I said that's his second roughing call.
Oh, he said his. I thought he meant like the Flames in general.
Cruikshank shaking his head in the box.
2 minutes, roughing.
Yeah, I think Fitzy must have said something to him.
Yeah, like, you're being really soft out there, Cruikshank. You better get going. Comes out top, Blomberg trying to block the shot. Getting a piece of it, Halpany. He loses his goal stick. It comes in front, but it's cleared away by Blomberg.
Good work on the Flames just to collapse in front of the net and clear that loose puck.
And that's going to do it for the second period. The Flames, an onslaught of offense. 10-2 now the score. We'll be back with Kirk Handy in a few moments.
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
It's our home.
It's our home. Rooted in excellence.
Built from hard work.
It's our backbone.
An undeniable will.
Driven to surpass our potential.
It's our heart.
Unbreakable bonds.
And our journey. Striving for more.
Determined to lead.
Day in and day out.
This is the Big South.
Where winners are made.
The Hardee's Sausage and Egg Biscuit. Stop on over and get 2 of them for $2.50. 2 sausage and egg made from scratch biscuits for just $2.50. Amazing times we live in, folks. Amazing times. Now at Hardee's. The Hardee's Sausage and Egg Biscuit. Stop on over and get 2 of them for $2.50. 2 sausage and egg made from scratch biscuits for just $2.50. Amazing times we live in, folks. Amazing times. Now at Hardee's.
Welcome back. A couple of firsts tonight. Wyszynski and Bergen getting their first goals as Liberty Flames, and standing by the bench boss, Kirk Handy with Monica McKenzie.
Thanks, Red. All right, with a comfortable lead, you're safe to perfect certain aspects of your game. So what do you want to work on in the third?
Well, we want to tighten up our own end. You know, we got to take care of our own end and stick to the process. So that's, you know, we got to tighten up these penalties too. We're taking some penalties that we can't afford to take. So, you know, we're doing things that are going to make us better as a team.
Compared to last night, there's virtually little to no physicality. What do you attribute that to?
Well, you know, I mean, the game, you know, we scored 7 goals in that period. You know, it's going to kind of do that a little bit. But, so, yeah.
Are you going to expect Westchester to come out and, you know, maybe take some unnecessary penalties?
You know, I'm not sure. I mean, they're a pretty good team over there. You know what? I'm sure that they're going to try and get better too. Is, you know, in the third period. So I wouldn't anticipate that.
Thanks, Coach. Stay tuned. We have more intermission coverage coming up next.
mother of 3, I've seen the positive impact sports have on kids. At Dick's Sporting Goods, we believe everyone should have the chance to play. And if cost ever gets in the way, that goes against everything we believe. So we're stocking new gear at lower prices and introducing the best price guarantee. If you find a lower price from a competitor, we'll match it. Because it's not enough to offer you the best gear. We need to offer it at the best price.
The running of the Bulldogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico.
Be free to be you. The freedom to drive what you want to drive, wear what you want to wear, and bank where you want to bank. At Carter Bank and Trust, you'll find the freedom to bank the way you like. Personal service with a smile, face-to-face from people that know you. And with services like our no-fee debit card, lifetime free checking, and over 100 convenient locations, you're free to bank your way. Carter Bank and Trust, the freedom to be you.
Some things become traditions. Thank you for making yours Foster Fuels.
Hey, we welcome you back to Lynchburg, Virginia. 10-2 the score. Let's take a look here at Ernst Anderson of the Liberty football team.
My name is Ernst Anderson, and I come from Norway. I live in the south part of Norway, so I live 50 feet from the ocean. So my home is fishing, boating, and cold winters. Nothing like Lynchburg, Virginia. When I first got here, a big challenge for me was just speaking English, because you don't really use it that much in Norway. So in the classroom, I would sit with Google Translate, trying to understand the lectures. And then it was the food, where I ate fresh fish every day, and here you eat fried chicken. So it was a big cultural difference right there. I do not like fried chicken. I'd rather have a baked salmon. When I first came over, I didn't have much football IQ. I thought I did, but I didn't.
His work ethic was unbelievable. We challenged him with what we call basic training.
Everybody told me I was gonna die. It's gonna be the worst thing you ever experienced.
He never flinched. He never slowed down. He embarrassed a whole lot of little guys.
I think one of the things Coach Gillespie saw that I did was I never quit.
One year, he was the only big guy to ever make it through the whole workout. It was amazing. I said, hey, this kid's gonna be special because he's got a will of a lion and the desire to push himself, and he's got a base of fitness that we can work with, and we just gotta make him strong.
So I got to Liberty at January 2015. We completed spring ball. It was a learning process for me. In July 2015, I had a lower back injury that continued all through fall. So I finished training, I was ready to go. And then back in spring again in 2016, I had my first knee injury, was an ACL tear and meniscus tear. And on the day I was gonna get cleared for my ACL tear, I did a jumping test and I tore my ACL again during the jumping test. So I had to have my second ACL and meniscus surgery, which led to me missing that season as well. Did all the rehab again, did very good, and then again during spring ball, I did rehab and I managed to tear my meniscus again, which put me back another month. So overall, since I got here, I've only been healthy for half a year.
Well, the setbacks are truly the biggest problem one of the biggest problems we face with these young men is every time you set back, you get discouraged, you start to question yourself, you start to question the whole process.
I had some bad days, some bad memories. It was hard. I needed a lot of support from my coaches, friends, and family.
I remember being that age and not knowing, hey, what do the coaches hate me? Are they mad at me? And helping them understand, no. We love you. We want to help you be successful. That's our goal. And as long as we have a young man, particularly with Ernst's mentality, man, we'll bend over backwards, whatever you need to do to help you be successful, not just in the game of football. That's where Liberty football coaches separate themselves from other coaching staff.
There was one day I told everybody I was going to quit football because of my injuries. I told them I wanted to quit, and they all supported me in my decision, and we all talked through it. I even cried a little bit, but at the end of the day, Coach Dan was, I'm not letting you quit. You're going through too much. We're going to overcome this, and you're going to play football.
I've seen this happen at other schools where the kid finishes they're done playing with, or they can't play anymore. They're just like, get rid of the kid. We don't need him. Don't do anything with him. Don't help him. And our mentality is, hey, I want to see you be successful in life after football. That's more important to us than success on the field.
It meant a lot to me that no matter what I decided to do, the coaches supported me, but it also meant a lot that they said, no, we're not giving up. You're playing. I don't care what you're saying. We're going to do this. And just having somebody say that to me, believing in me, it really helped a lot.
Ready?
I've been working so hard for this, so 2 years of injuries, and today I'm finally going to be able to show the coaches how good I could be. I feel great. I feel powerful, explosive, I feel fast, and I'm just ready to tackle. I haven't tackled somebody in 2 years, and I'm just ready. So the first day was great. I was having a blast. It was honestly one of the best days in my life. And then the next day, something happened with my knee. I was just stretching and something popped. I kept practicing for about 30 minutes, but after that it was too much pain and they decided to pull me off. So we talked to the doctors and we decided to have a scope because the MRI was negative. They couldn't really see what's wrong, so you had to scope it. So when the doctor came in, we all went into the room. Me, Barry, the doctor, Coach Gill and Coach Dan. I also called my girlfriend on speakerphone. And right there he was saying that I had pretty severe arthritis on my right knee at a young age, and he highly recommended that he would pull me from playing football. I like to call myself a tough guy. I like to say if I get an injury, I'll just keep going until somebody tells me to stop. But when it comes to arthritis, it's kind of the more you do, the more you injure yourself. And it's something you can't really heal. You can only help prevent it further. So when I get old, I would like to play with my kids. I'd like to have a social life. I like to be active. And when the doctor told me, if you were my son, I would not let you play football, that was enough for me. It was time to hang the cleats up. I'm Norwegian, so we don't show emotion. It's just how it is. So every time something bad happens to me, I move on pretty quickly and I don't let anybody see it if I'm sad, mad, or happy. So Sarah, my girlfriend, she's really been a good support staff for me here in the States. She's really just broken down that wall. So everybody been praising me, saying, oh, Ernst, you have such a good attitude in this, but that's what I show them. I don't show them the emotional side of Ernst, which I only show Sarah. When I first got to Liberty University, I was just here to play football. But overall, Liberty has just matured me a lot and it made me a man. Having all those injuries and just moving on has helped me kind of, when I do hit a big rock in the road, I will be able to go through that. I'll be able to find a way to go through everything because, I mean, if you can battle 3 knee surgeries in a year, well, 4 now, yeah, I think you can do anything.
If I could buy stock in Ernst Anderson, I would buy stock. He is going to be a hugely successful man. He's a man of character. He is mature beyond his years. He's got an incredible work ethic, and he understands the big picture. I will always be proud to have always said I coached Ernst Anderson.
Sodexo, global leader in quality of life services, is committed to creating exceptional experiences at Liberty University. Enjoy delicious concessions as we cheer on the Flames. Visit us at our many dining locations for both campus and community, and join us in our efforts towards sustainability and fighting hunger in Central Virginia. Sodexo is changing the face of college dining. For more information, visit libertydining.com.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby. You got me falling hard for you. And still, I felt this way before. You know it's true. And still, you got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
Cuts wide. Sharks still controlling it, scores! Wow. Here's Ryan on the breakaway. Scores! Save, rebound, comes out, scores!
As Liberty University athletics continue to climb to new heights, Game On is your weekly source for all things Flames. We bring you inspirational stories of faith from this Division I program, as well as all the news and highlights that you crave. Game On is covering the world's largest evangelical university like no one else. So join us each week to see what's happening around Flames Nation. Get in the game and watch Game On.
It's time now for the Runkin Pratt Senior Living Communities Intermission. Runkin Pratt Senior Living Communities. We want to do life with you.
Hey there, welcome back to Lynchburg, Virginia. The ice is hardening up as we get ready for the third period. And guys, we knew that this team was going to be a group that could put goals up on the board in a hurry, and we started to see that there in the second period. But we don't talk about the offense from the defense so far this year, but that's a real lethal aspect of the Flames game.
Yeah, and especially this weekend, just the way that it matches up against Westchester's style of play. They're able to utilize the D. The D aren't, and you know, and their D are confident too. So like, if there's a loose puck on the boards, they'll jump all the way into the zone if they need to, and they'll. I mean, Sharts came down and threw a pass back door. He was almost at the offensive like goal line. So they have confidence with the puck, that's for sure, and it's a huge asset for them right now.
It's almost like they're running the Russian forecheck to a degree.
Yes, it is. An excellent observance. Hey, and
take a look here at some of the goals in the game. Yeah, go ahead. What were you
gonna say? I was thinking, you know, what do you do if you're Westchester here? I mean, you can see they're almost a little bit defeated after that flurry of goals. You can see Colgan there, he's looking up, and they're just getting frustrated. And I think you just got to go with the old cliche, you know, let's win the third period. You know, like it's what every coach, I guess, would do in this situation, but it's how you got to do it. You got to mentally just get a restart. You see you got the change of tendies, new team out there. So that would be Coach Wolf's look at the game there. Let's start this period 0-0, play our game, see if we can win them in a period.
Is that what you would do? Coach Strawn, would you just try to win the third period?
I would think so. You got to think about a couple of years ago, actually back when we had the old LIC. Oakland came into town and laid a whooping on the Flames. Beat them 9-0. We're beating them 9-0 after the second period. What did the Flames do in the third? They scored 3 goals. So the score ends up being 9-3. That's what Westchester's got to do. They just got to really think about, hey guys, all right, this game is definitely out of reach and out of for us, but we got to win this period. Let's be able to do that. Let's shut the Flames down, potentially make it a 1-1 period or 2-1 period in our favor. And then obviously you just build all that and get ready for next week.
The memory bank there.
Oh,
so how long ago was that game, you think?
The game actually was back during, Clayton Brown was in net during that game. So actually, it was junior year for Clayton Brown and Blair Bennett. Blair Bennett actually just recently torn his ACL when they were playing Delaware, and during a contest that was out of reach, unfortunately, when it happened to them. But he came back for his senior year and actually had one of the best years a goaltender has had in Flames history.
Flames currently shorthanded, starting off the third period that way. It was Crookshank, the minor. Westchester bringing it out. They have had some success on the power play in this game. Shot towards the goal, knocked down Jean-Louis. Played out to the point, now it comes back along the half wall. Out to the point, Samedi walking across near side. Bolin banks it off the end boards and around. A good read, getting to it quickly, Bergen, and he's able to clear. Hargadon sends it to the high slot. Trying to throw it out in front was Richie Brown. Brown driving towards the goal, posting up on the doorstep. Now Carlson getting to it, tying it up. Westchester Golden Rams trying to knock him off the puck, but have to bring out some explosives, I believe, to do that to Carlson. Quick shot off a body, Flames. Another block shot, and they're up by 8 goals and just throwing themselves in front of pucks. Burima, nice drive wide. He had a body in front, that was Thompson. It's wrapped around far boards. Blowing a tire on the play was Hargadon. That allows Garvin to get to it cleanly.
I'll tell you, it's a good job by the coaching staff of the Flames just to keep these guys motivated. They're playing like it's a 0-0 game as well.
Quick shot and making the stop. His first of the game, Cole Bichelle.
It's a good first shot to get a good feel for the puck right in the chest for him.
I don't think those pads have seen a puck yet. Those are really white.
They really are. They're really tall, too.
Oh, yeah, those are tall
They've probably
boys.
seen some pucks, but more so practice pucks.
I don't know. I think he brings out the magic eraser.
You think so? Mr. Clean?
Me. Ryan with the puck behind the net. Out to Bergen, snaps it on goal. Fiel makes the save. Goes far boards, Bergen pinching in, keeps it low. Thompson to Garvin. Sharts coming in on the near side. Puck at the side of the net, Thompson able to get to it. Ryan posts up in the corner, dropped off. A little play action here by the Flames. It goes deep, Garvin controlling it. Bergen, his shot, knocked down. Bergen can't control it. McElroy, back checked heavily by Quentin Ryan, and it broke up, but now McElroy with it again. The backhander finds the end glass.
Fantastic work coming, by the way, of Quentin Ryan, who is already dominating this game. And take a block shot, too. Excellent job by him, showing his defensive work and really developing his two-way game.
These Liberty Flames are very much still engaged, very much want to, keep pushing the gas pedal. Quinn Ryan doing the little things there on that shift, back checking, blocking shots. It would be so easy to just be like, all right, yeah, we'll give them this breakaway. We're up 8 goals. No, not so much. Not today for the Liberty Flames. And those are the character things that separate the great teams from the good ones.
I'll tell you what, that was like a competition for who can be the first back checker. Like, they are still pedal to the floor here, which is great to see.
Mauber, D to D, sent in by Reynolds. Skipper getting to that puck. He'll play it up the boards. Nice little touch play. Sent in deep now by Tom Call. Stopped by Halpany behind the goal. He plays it around nicely. McKeever trying to send it in front. Call was looking for it. Roberts. Sneaking in behind the defense was Colt Steele. Blomberg tried to take it off Skipper. Roberts out to the point. Kept in. Shot off a body. Lobber. Cross-ice pass. Didn't connect. McKeever swinging at it. Comes low. Roberts able to get to it. He'll walk up the boards. Now he'll cycle it deep. Blomberg on the backhand out to the line. Flames with traffic in front. That shot off a skate. Call. Time and space to work with. Threads one into the neutral zone. Colby Yaller, the board chip. They get around Reynolds. That was McKeever, but his pass out in front didn't make its way through, and no Rams were there. Cole Gammer, his shot stopped. Rebound comes out. The backhand try turned away by Fiel.
That was a good look. He had 2 guys driving to the net, so he threw it along the ice at the pads for a good chance at a rebound.
Crane pinching in from the point. Cody Clark, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of him in this game with it being 10-2. He's had 1 shift to my knowledge.
I'll tell you, it might be just the tone that the coaches are trying to set. Like, they're still competing, putting the top power play out there and everything still.
Speaking of the Devil, he's out on the ice now. Clark Has it down low. Gammer trying to throw it out in front. His head almost gets taken off. Bergen.
But I have noticed that
Snapper.
the first power play unit's still starting for them.
Gammer, top of the circles. Plays it deep. Bushinsky from a bad angle. Stopped by the paddle. Fiel.
So as a goalie, Rhett, is it a little easier to come in because it's 10-2, not too much is expected of you? Or is it still rough because you're cold and it's the third period and you've been sitting for 2 periods? Or?
Well, you know, he had time to warm up. Like, he could have done stuff during the intermission.
Yeah.
And gotten warm. So, yeah, it's like coming in. I'll be honest, during my time here as a Flame for that one glorious year, we had, you know, it was the first year of the Division II team ever at Liberty, and we had our struggles, obviously. And with that being said, I came in a lot when we were getting hammered. And it messed up my mental game for a while because I got so used to coming into games where it didn't matter anymore, right?
Yeah.
And so starting a game became a bit difficult because I felt like the pressure was so large because, oh no, if they score, it actually means something now. So it kind of messed up my mental focus for a bit, but you know, rectified that as time went on. But
yeah, you seem okay now.
Thanks. Thanks. This is because I don't play goal anymore. Cox coming in. Shot, scores!
And you see Fiel actually goes down a little earlier. Colgan was more of a stand-up goalie, and Fiel seems to go down earlier, and Cox capitalized on that, going right over his shoulder.
Gotta really credit.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, you gotta credit the play of Cox, because you give him a breakaway chance, he's gonna make you pay. Right now, that's his second, but 2 breakaway opportunities in 2 games. He's buried every time.
First career goal for Ryan Cox yesterday. Putting a little streak together.
The goaltender, for what it's worth, was so deep in his crease. Like, he was hanging out down there. Ryan giving some cross checks. He knew that check went to the head of Thompson.
At this point, it really doesn't do anybody any good to get involved in anything chippy, anything stupid, anything late. I mean, at this point, if you're Liberty, obviously, you know, you want to keep pouring it on, you want to keep the, you know, pedal to the metal, but let's not make sure that we're, you know, picking up any extra suspensions or game disqualifications. Obviously, we've seen this, you know, officiating crew is not hesitant to dish them out.
Yeah, absolutely, and the Flames definitely want to be, I guess you could say, at full capacity when it comes to next week, as they're going up to play Rutgers in New Jersey. Actually, Rutgers won the game last year when they were up there, won 5-3, came back. So right now, you definitely don't want to lose a guy like Quinn Ryan, one of your top goal scorers, but they would definitely be back with 2 of their top defensemen and Nelson and Fricks and also Hayes. And also on another side note, real quick, 11-2. This is actually the most goals that have been scored in the LIC since 2013-14 season. Wow. Which is crazy to think.
You got the stats.
I'm just going to start calling you Archive.
You could.
Archive. Archie Archive. Hey, do you think Ryan is lucky that he actually got an even situation here, that the Golden Rams did get a penalty? Because I was surprised that the refs are calling that.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a power play opportunity for the Flames.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, actually. Flames are going on power play, too.
There
I thought it was coincidental.
Yeah, I thought that. It was coincidental. Is that another one? Yeah.
I like the fact, though, that Ryan went after him. You know, and I'm not.
100%.
Ryan's not the guy that should be doing that, and I know he's on the ice and he's in that situation, but it's kind of grown on me. He has a little bit of an edge to his game that I didn't realize was there in this past season, and he comes in this year, and he's not afraid to throw the body around. Like, for a guy that arguably is one of the more talented individuals in the ACHA, he'll throw his weight around.
I'll tell you also, he's not afraid to take a hit either. He'll hang on to the puck, take a bit of a beating, and make a play out of it after, too, which I think that's almost even, well, that's even braver, you know, to take a hit than to give a hit. So, yeah, he definitely doesn't shy away from the physical stuff.
I think it's more showing the growth of Ryan in his game since he's become a Flame. Last year, he was definitely one of the Flames' better, more offensive players. There's no denying that, and the accolades he won, and just how offensively potent he would be at times as the year progressed. This is just showing now he's proven that he can be a two-way player for this Flame club.
What a goal!
Cole Gammer with the nifty move to get in the zone and find his roommate, his best friend from Western Canada, Jordan Bocinski, the Bo Show. So Jordan's second of the afternoon. It is a lot to a little here at the LIC.
Flames breakout there, it pretty much ended up as an almost 4-on-1.
Flames get
It was
this is
interesting.
Something people need to know. Flames are potentially about to break the LIC record in goals they're about to score. They're tied right now. They get one more, it'll be the most goals that's ever been scored in this building.
Bergen
In a D1 game.
comes through.
Yes. Very true.
Still.
In a D1 game, yes. That is very true because I've seen D3. They've laid the hammer down a couple times in some games they've played.
Also, I was thinking about the D1's women too. They can, they can put a beating on.
They have to.
They've throttled some teams. D2, I think, would probably have the most goals scored.
I'm D3 at 1 year. They beat VMI 18-1.
Oh, wow.
That's
obviously I wasn't coaching then.
No, I don't know if you were.
I wasn't.
It might have been the year after you stopped.
Full steal, dropping it off.
Brandon Colburn's group was a part of that.
Rhett definitely wouldn't have let that one goal happen. You know? Very defensive minded.
You're an idiot.
Just saying, he runs a tight ship.
Yeah, I sure do. We'd have been skating that next day, let me tell you. All right, face-off coming here to the right of the goaltender, Fiel Cox. And to take the draw, Carlson out there with him, along with Hamilton. Back to Reynolds, the 1T, and that goes wide on the stick side. If you still want some more Liberty hockey, actually D3 playing after this game as Carlson tied up behind the net. They're taking on George Mason University.
Huge opportunity for actually, all my counterparts are actually going to be a part of that game coaching, but huge opportunity for you guys as you are trying to move to 2-0 on the year.
Lifting it towards the net of Hamilton. Carlson, a big hit behind the goal.
A couple big hits this shift for Carlson.
He just took down the linesman.
He is
totally
ruthless.
by accident. But he was trying to sneak in behind him, and then
He was a wrecking ball.
It happens.
Cox stretching the ice. Carlson out there stepping on Gammer. Barima. Bocinski as well. Voracek tracking it down in the corner, throwing on the brakes. He's met there by Reynolds. Bocinski leaving it. Gammer. Sharts back across. Barima down low. Comes in front. Another shot wide of the net.
Puck slid all the way through the traffic to get to Jordan Bocinski, and Jordan Bocinski just missed the yawning cage. Would have been a hat trick.
Crookshank ahead. Gammer. This line has so much speed. Gammer with it. Little backhand toey. Barima. Comes in, sent in. Not touching that puck was Halpany. Just trying to redirect it. No need to, however, as Lauber brings it forward. You know, when I hear Gammer talk, it reminds me a lot of those YouTube or Facebook sensation, YouTube sensation, the guys that talk about the fundies of hockey. We'll talk about that one just a bit.
Yeah.
Crookshank,
They're from Western Canada.
They're from Calgary.
What
and,
is
they're just hilarious. Barima battling for it deep. Tried to send it back door, comes in front. Gammer, his shot, didn't find its way through. Lauber laying the body right in front of the Westchester bench. Crookshank bringing it forward. Clark holding on to it down low. Had a couple bodies on him, just tried to flip it out in front. No flame was there. Now Kyle Crane sends it cross ice. Clark back on the forecheck. This one's going to come on Fiel. He'll play it aside. Send across, Flames with it deep. Trying to send it out in front to Clark. Thompson on the ice. Garvin as well. Ryan still in the box. I have to think these two perhaps got 10-minute majors. Ref allowing them to cool off for a bit. Offside, the call is Colby Yaller was in across the line. And that's going to send us to our immediate timeout. The Flames keep putting more goals up on the board. 12-2 now the score. Boshinsky finds his second. We'll be back. Lots more Liberty Flames hockey still to come here in Lynchburg, Virginia.
You might have heard some things about Liberty University, like how we're just a little Christian school in the middle of nowhere. And there's nothing to do here. I mean, come on. You know us. Boring.
Boring?
Yeah. They say we don't work as hard, think as hard, try as hard.
I object.
The truth is, well, we might surprise you.
We the people. We are innovators, dreamers, leaders. Yeah, we feel pain. We get tired, but it won't stop us. God's call is our pursuit, and we will champion His name.
Welcome back to Lynchburg, Virginia. 8:43 remaining in the final frame. I'm sure at this point of the game, and we've all been there sometime in our life, you're getting beat pretty bad and you're just, man, I can't wait for that final buzzer. I just want to get on the bus and head back home.
Yeah, there's got to be that thought going through their minds right now. One thing I noticed, like, they kind of have lost just the spark in their skating. What happens is, too, is the Liberty can come in with so much speed. The defense have to back up so far that the gap control is just way off.
Sharts sends it
So
back
that
door,
happens,
and Blomberg gets his first as a D1 Flame.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, their defenseman is so far back. And he can't prevent a shot or a pass from happening when you're that far away from your man.
The playmaking ability of Zane Sharts to see Victor Blomberg streaming for the net there on the rush. We talk about Zane and just the offensive ability that he brings from the blue line. Such a huge asset for this Liberty team. We talk about him all the time. He's probably one of the best defensemen in the ACHA. And he's obviously has 3 points tonight.
5 points, actually.
5 points, excuse me. I was not giving him credit for some earlier assists that I had missed. However, Zane Sharts with a really great play on that goal.
Yeah, definitely an insane amount of talent.
Oh, hey, all right.
There you go.
Zane.
Face-off coming here. This will be to the right of Halpening. Flames fans starting to trickle out of the building.
And it's expected after the shellacking that the Flames have done, as we just touched on. Most goals scored by the Division I men's team up in the LIC.
Guys, Cody Clark just asked me to say something good about him, and so I'm just going to say I actually seen a nice amount of hustle from him. He's a spark of energy in the lineup, and it's good to see him out here having some success.
Cody Clark, we touched on him earlier. He's one of those Flames, actually, you got to say, is a bright spot to this Flames club last season. Played in less than a third of the games and had 9 points, 6 of those being goals. So definitely a solid two-way player.
He missed a lot of those games due to injury. He missed most of the first half of the season.
Yeah, he missed the first half of the season because he came in with an injury already.
Puck goes down deep. Brown dropping it off. Horacek. Carlson's stick gets a little high on that play, but no call and icing waved off.
I think the refs are like,
Let's
you
just
don't
get
need
this
it.
one
Yeah,
done,
you
yeah.
don't need it. You're
Batted
fine.
ahead, Hamilton. Carlson in front. Oh, a little jam play at the side of the goal, and that's expected. The ref, a quick little whistle. You know, I kind of want to see a close-up here of the goaltender's helmet on the Golden Rams. I think he's wearing a mage.
A mage?
You're going to have to refresh us on the mage
so,
there.
Okay,
Like a maze
so
cage?
It's like, all right, so it's a hybrid of Chris Osgood's mask, which I wore, and then like the modern day helmet.
Which is that like what Tim Thomas?
Yeah.
No, it's the cat eyes, is it not?
Let's see, I can't see what the name on it. I think it is a mage, because it's a bit different look than Halpany's. It's not as bubbly in the front, and so I'm pretty sure it is a mage. And some of them look fairly streamlined, but basically you get a little bit more vision on the side of your body.
Peripheral.
Yeah, that was the big thing. That's the main reason I didn't wear a streamlined helmet, is because I couldn't see out of the sides. I struggled with it. But when you're wearing a Chris Osgood special, you can see everywhere. You can East Coast to West Coast all day.
Yeah, long-term mental health and head protection isn't important.
Well, and the fact that the Chris Osgood helmet there is ugly is the other downside.
Ugly. It's a beaut.
Yeah, that's what's really important.
I
Thank you,
only
Jared.
truly remember getting my bell rung once in it.
The other ones you didn't remember.
Shart, a backhander stopped. Coming right on the doorstep was Gammer, and he's got multiple Rams on his back.
Can someone explain the new moorings to me? We noticed the net's coming off a lot.
So basically the way they work, within the bottom, there's two screws that are supposed to unscrew, and they serve as like extra pegs, right, to drag along the ice and keep the net in place. Kirk Haney was telling us yesterday that for some reason somebody within the equipment system screws the screws back up into the pegs, and so they don't extend as far, and the moorings are loose.
Thanks for that.
Huh. Okay.
Ryan tried to win that one through the centerman. Bergen. Puck goes deep, thrown on the brakes. They're looking in front. Yaller was lurking. Crane thinking about reversing. Now he's going to go for a skate. Playing it ahead. Thompson off his body. Thompson still trying to track it down. Garvin, board bank, Ryan. Nice little pass. Garvin with it, driving it wide. Comes out, Bergen. Garvin's a guy on this Flames team that in 10 years, if you told me he was still playing hockey professionally somewhere overseas, it would not surprise me one bit. He's just so big, so fast, and extremely nice skill set. He could definitely make a living overseas playing hockey professionally.
Yeah, he's definitely, Garvin's one of those, not only has nice size, but for a big man, he's got a lot of skill, and then also has a strong two-way game. And actually, Grant Garvin is one of the players, not only on this current Flames team, but of the alumni that are looking to go play overseas, as the Flames have sent 13 players overseas since 2010.
And going off again, Quinn Ryan, 2-minute minor for hooking.
Or I say overseas, sorry. Sent 13 players to play at some type of, pro hockey since 2010. All started with Mike Binney.
I don't think anyone is going to call you out on that. 13 overseas or 13 wherever.
You just produced a piece on that, so maybe they would have.
Oh,
That's
okay,
true.
yes.
Someone would have been like, oh, yeah,
Fact check.
what about this guy?
Yep.
And I'll be like, that's in the archives, and we don't talk about that.
5:05 remaining. Colby Yaller trying to make something happen. Sends it backdoor. Nice vision, but unable to get a stick on that was Bolin, and Bolin took a pretty good hack towards Bergen on that play. Blomberg tracking down the puck, the lone forechecker. Clark with a nice read. He took a stick there to the back of the head. No call on the play. Sent cross ice. McShand brings it in across the line. Crookshank firing it around. Yawler controlling it. Still with it. His shot blocked. Puck behind the net. Goes far boards. Cox able to get to it. He's got some speed. Ryan Cox gets around the hip check, throws on the brakes, cuts to the middle, shot stopped. That was a nice save there by Fial. He stayed square to the shooter the whole way across and able to get his body in front of it.
Yawler kind of intrigues me. He has an interesting skill set. Sometimes he looks like really good out there, and that was a great pass on the power play.
Yeah, he's
cross ice. Good vision by him.
Pretty well laterally as well.
Yeah.
He was so fired up last night.
Oh my
God. Like, I've never seen a guy, and a member of the opposition, so stoked to play on the road.
I think it's because of the atmosphere. Not only that the LIC brings, but more importantly, the atmosphere the midnight game brings.
Nice job sneaking in there. That was Horacek. He is a good hockey player.
Yeah, he was looking for the hat trick. And not only, obviously, we've talked about his, that almost trickled in. Talk about his scoring ability, but he's got a good two-way game.
Flames allowing Halpenny to get some work right now. Samedi, cross ice, knocked down. Goes off a boot. Carlson trying to poke it free. McElroy gets buried into the boards. Played down deep. Rams unable to maintain the puck. Now it comes out top. Samedi controlling it. Turned over. Roberts. Ryan with him, but Roberts on the breakaway. Scores!
Wait till the goaltender slid across and was able to put it up and over the blocker. I will say something that, may go unnoticed. Quinn Ryan takes a look up and makes sure that he skates in front of the back checker just to give Zechariah Roberts that extra room to give him the ability to make the move and be able to wait with the puck a second longer. If Quinn Ryan doesn't step in front of that back checker, the back checker probably disrupts Roberts' flow and maybe prevents him from scoring a goal.
Gammer had it momentarily. Barima. This line's been solid tonight for Liberty. Kirk Handy wanted Bashinsky to get going, and he did in this game. Barima looking more comfortable with them as well. They were looking backdoor for Bashinsky with 2:30 remaining here in this hockey game. 14-2, the score in this one. Played back deep. Bergen, wide open, calming the puck down. Sends it towards the net. That goes off a body in front. Looked like a rebound came off the boards. Bergen playing D. Comes in on his man, and Halpenny able to glove that one. Thought it popped out for a moment. You could tell by his body language, but he's able to hold on.
Almost surprised that he had it.
Make sure you stay with us here in 2 minutes and 4 seconds for our post-game show. We'll bring you the Hardy star of the game and also the Carter Bacon Trust play of the game. And Jared will probably say some more smart things.
Oh, we'll see.
Play down deep. Cox. Let it go by. Crookshank now playing it out. It's going to go down low. Hamilton. It's played up around the boards. Pass out, picked off by Carlson. Back deep. Hamilton trying to post up in front.
I will say that the Rams seem to address the neutral zone a little bit. The Flames are just forced to dump it in now, but they're still first to the puck on the dump in.
I think part of that's also because of the Flames have the speed to establish such a dominant forecheck, and I think they're really just using their speed, and Westchester hasn't been able to adapt because they haven't been able to find a way to counteract it.
Played in deep. Lauber giving chase. Lauber rubbing out his man along the boards. Reynolds getting to it. Steele sending that one forward lightly. Blomberg was thinking about giving chase, but he was rubbed off his skating lane, and we've got less than 40 seconds remaining in this one.
Flames fantastic use of execution from start to finish, picking back up where they left off at the midnight game.
Puck tied up along the wall. Brought out by Tom Call. Flames able to get it though. Colt Steele throwing on the brakes. Cimetti pinning him along the boards. 15 seconds remaining. Blomberg able to get it. Trying to spin off his check was Clark. Reynolds to Schartz. Clark taking some abuse in front. Schartz spins away from one, still with it. Schartz, back door, and a big save by Fiel in the dying stages. Make sure you stay with us. We're gonna put a bow on this one. The Flames win it 14-2 in the second night of weekend action.
As a mother of 3, I've seen the positive impact sports have on kids. At Dick's Sporting Goods, we believe everyone should have the chance to play. And if cost ever gets in the way, that goes against everything we believe. So we're stocking new gear at lower prices and introducing the best price guarantee. If you find a lower price from a competitor, we'll match it. Because it's not enough to offer you the best gear. We need to offer it at the best price.
The Hardee's Sausage and Egg Biscuit. Stop on over and get 2 of them for $2.50. 2 sausage and egg made from scratch biscuits for just $2.50. Amazing times we live in, folks. Amazing times. Now at Hardee's. The Hardee's Sausage and Egg Biscuit. Stop on over and get 2 of them for $2.50. 2 sausage and egg made from scratch biscuits for just $2.50. Amazing times we live in, folks. Amazing times. Now at Hardee's.
The running of the Bull Dogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico.
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
It's our home.
It's our home, rooted in excellence.
Built from hard work.
It's our backbone.
An undeniable will.
Driven to surpass our potential.
It's our heart.
Unbreakable bonds.
And our journey.
Striving for more.
Determined to lead.
Day in and day out.
This is the Big South.
Where winners are made.
Welcome back to the post-game show. The Flames win it in a blowout, 14-2. Let's take a look here at our Carter Bank and Trust play of the game. And this was an absolute beauty, as Fitzy's been calling them all night. A couple of good friends from Western Canada, and that was their beautiful rush. Nice job right there. The sidestep, and Gammer throwing it out in front. Wyshynski, a wide open cage. That was a beauty sidestep.
That was really good. And then finding the seam on the pass.
Nice job by Wyshynski opening up and just fired that one right into the cage. That was his second of the night.
That's the potential start of the magic that those two are going to have all season long.
That's correct. Neither one of them, though, the Hardy star of the game. That's Quinn Ryan.
Yeah, Quinn Ryan was getting it done, definitely, as we touched on. Solid two-way game coming by the way of him. I know we're only going to see his 2 goals and then the 2 assists as well, but also he did an excellent job blocking shots, getting back on the play, stopping scoring chances for Westchester.
A great night for him, and he is actually standing by with Monica McKenzie.
Thanks, guys. All right, this weekend you were able to work on perfecting specific areas of your game. What do you think you did right tonight?
I think we just got pucks to the net, and that's what we really need to do. We need to focus on that the past few weekends. We were working on that in practice. So I think we finally executed on that, just getting pucks to the net and driving the net, and we buried a few, so it was good.
This is the first of 4 conference matchups in a row. What are you expecting from the next few weekends?
The next few weekends will be good. I think it'll be tougher. We definitely have to be more prepared, but I think we're ready for it.
Thanks, Quinn.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Not quite the bold statement that we saw last night. Quinn Ryan a little bit more mellow on the broadcast, but quite the night for the Flames. And I'm not going to say they needed this, but this definitely did enable them to perhaps get some guys some confidence like Wyshynski and get the offensive juices flowing.
That's right. And the nice thing was just to see the team play. I mean, they could have won on individual efforts, but they decided to stay as a team and work on their game.
Oh, for Jared Smith, Patrick Strawn, Caleb Fitzpatrick, I'm Rhett McGibbon saying good night and God bless from the LFSN crew.
Good job, guys.